Hey guys, it's Jordan from VapingHaven. Just wanted to come and give you guys that review finally of the Vamo V2. I've had a bunch of different tanks lately. I've tried out probably 4 or 5 different industry-leading tanks between the ranges of $20 to $40. I've tried the Aspire Nautilus, which I have right here. That's the Aspire Nautilus. That is the ProTank 3, which is the dual coil, and the Mini ProTank 2. So on the Vamo V2, at this point, I just put in a brand new 18650 battery. It is the first battery that I ever bought. It's a 2250 mAh, 3.7 volt high drain Efest battery. It's fully charged, running at 4.2 volts. It is a telescopic mod of sorts, since it does have the compartments and the extension chamber. Not quite the same as something more like a mechanical mod, like the K100, but it does 3 to 6 watts, which some of you might already know if you've looked into it a bit. Pretty easy, turn on and off, just 5 clicks, sometimes 6 or 7. It's been noted by many other people in the past who've reviewed this product, but I currently have it running at about between 12 and 13. I've kind of been going back and forth with this Mini ProTank 2. A little bit high, might want to move it back down to 10 or 11. I have been getting some dry hits when I try to push the Mini ProTank 2. I have a little bit of juice in it right now from Alternate Cig. The flavor that I have in this tank right now is Groovy Guava from Alternate Cig. Nice little company that sent me some samples and I will be reviewing in the future. So I'm rocking this at about 11 watts now. Definitely a consistent device. I've already kind of given my impressions in other videos of the Vamo V2. I can't ever say that I've had a misfire. The only time that I've ever had a misfire was when I had a tank that the particular atomizer had a bad connection. I've never had a misfire ever on the Vamo V2, and this is the first mod that I ever bought. I've been rocking it for about 2 months now, close to that, maybe a little bit more. But I've really had no problems, so... But consistent. The Vamo there really isn't too much else to be said about the Vamo V2. It's kind of a quick review in all essence because it is the standard, pretty much I'd like to say now, in the variable wattage, variable voltage world. You can get one for, you know, $30, $40 shipped, and all you really have to do is buy batteries and a charger, which is really not that expensive in the scheme of things. Most batteries can be had for under 10 bucks in the 18650 line. Some of the 18350s can be had for as cheap as 5, 6 bucks. So there's really no excuse not to try this maybe instead of one of the Eco kits from various retailers that sell them, whether they're the genuine or the lower quality Chinese versions of them. I'd really say just go and get a Vamo. I wouldn't even really say at this point to go and get an Eco kit because it's not going to last and you're going to immediately want to go and buy this after the fact. So instead of adding those two things together, you could go ahead and just pick up the Vamo. So I'm going to put all the links and everything for everything that was purchased in the first video for the unboxing, as well as the 2-week impressions video. And I'm going to put it all down for you, and I'm going to add everything up and tell you exactly how much it cost at the end of the video. And I'm going to have it all calculated at the bottom, so you'll be able to see how much you can spend to get one of the best setups that you can get for under $50. At the end of the day, you could probably get everything you need for 50 or 60 bucks shipped. So I would go ahead and take that plunge, buy a little bit of juice with it. You're looking at $65, $70, and you should be good for at least a month, if not 2 months. If you buy 2 packs of cigarettes a week at least, you're looking at anywhere from a $90 to $100 savings if I'm doing my quick math right. So it really is worth it no matter what way you look at it. If you're quitting cigarettes, if you're trying to, you know, take your vape a little bit more seriously and you've already been through the whole Eco kit fiasco like I have and learned right away that for some people those kits are never going to be enough. I enjoy getting clouds of vapor. I have a dripping atomizer now and I have a mod. I really haven't spent a ton of money. I've been smart about how I've spent the money and I've been able to enjoy it. And one of the biggest factors was getting this Vamo V2 and finding out that you can get top of the line performance without spending hundreds of dollars. So the Vamo V2 has kind of started my major interest in mods. It's the first feasible device for anybody to get started with, in my opinion. I think anybody could pick one of these up, learn the voltage system, learn the wattage system. I'll switch over to volts now, talk a little bit more about that. You start at 3 volts. Each tank that you get, there's a small range of what voltage you should be using. Most of them come with a chart. All the ProTanks do. The Aspire Nautilus tells you. All the tanks I've ever had will tell you what voltage. So particularly for this ProTank, I believe I'm supposed to be running at about 4 because my resistance is 2.1. So running around 4, 3.9 even would work. 4.2 is the max that I would go. So you take a 4.2. You get 4.2's worth of vapor and you don't get dry hits. If you want to go up a little bit higher, I would suggest taking more breaks, especially if you're using a VG heavy juice. This is a 50-50. If you're using a 50-50 or higher, I would definitely say to wait maybe. Great device. Best device I've ever owned. Got me started on vaping heavy, got me really into it, so I will definitely give this 5 stars. I say go buy it. If you don't have anything that's even close to this quality, or you haven't bought anything yet, buy it. It's the best option you could possibly make for yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the links in the description like I said. I'll put the total for how much I have it calculated to cost. And if you're interested in picking it up, go ahead and pick it up from the links that I've suggested. They are the best prices that I was able to find where I've purchased it with good shipping speed as well. It's not 2 weeks from China. It's all in the United States. And for anybody international that might see this, I would definitely go ahead and check out fasttech.com for the Vamo. It's probably the cheapest you're going to find it. And if you're anywhere other than the US, it'll probably get to you a hell of a lot quicker. So I would say maybe a week, 2 weeks. That's about all I have to say about the Vamo V2, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, look out for the links, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I have all the links below. And thanks for watching, guys. In the meantime, guys, keep vaping, and this is VapingHaven out.